Thank you for visiting us in the jail cell. We are the usual rejects. My name is Neco, aka Prince Productions.
My name is Kevin Lopez, aka Dr. Thick.
My name is AAPS, also known as Christian. I totally fucked that up. Let's do that again.
And today we are talking about Legend of Zelda, The Flash, Secret Invasion, One Piece, and everything else movie and TV related. So, okay. First things first. So have you guys, as you guys have known, right? The Super Mario Bros. Was kind of a big hit. Well, there was a rumor that they were gonna make a Legend of Zelda movie, but looks like the Illumination CEO, Chris Melandry, denies these rumors. I don't know how true this is. Like, I feel like he's doing it just to, not give it away, even though it's like, well, everybody already knows at this point. I don't know.
Well, if they make Mario, Mario will make Zelda.
Yeah. I mean, you think they're trying to go for like a whole Smash Bros. Thing?
Well, y'all try to take a bunch of all the Nintendo characters. Like, they have to make Sam. They gotta make what they call, like, Fox movie. Then they gotta have to make a Pac-Man movie. Then they gotta have to make another. Basically, every character in Smash, they're gonna have to make a movie about them just to make the Smash Bros. Characters. Which, if they do that, that's probably gonna take like a whole 20 years.
Yeah, but they gotta make the movies different, because, like, a lot of them are like kind of fighting based stuff. Like, they'd be action stuff. Like, Legend of Zelda is definitely action. Samus, right? Metroid is action. So I don't know how they can make it different.
I mean, also, does Smash Bros. Even have... It doesn't have, like, a story mode, right? So they would have to introduce, villain.
Yeah, the games have a story
mode. They do?
mode.
Oh, well, I don't know shit.
Yeah, they do. It's really complicated. Not really complicated. But
yeah, it is complicated, because dude, I haven't played the games in years. You got the whole, like, hand stuff, right? Dude, I'm going crazy.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about, right, Kevin?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. So, long story short, basically they're just fucking gods and devils or shit, and they take and they possess the characters, and like whoever's last standing will most likely be Pikachu, Kirby, or Mario, one of those three. Then they have to fight him and free everyone else.
Yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting, like, way of telling a battle royale type story. I don't know. Maybe they'll build up to it. Even though if they do it, it'll probably be different though. But speaking of superhero stuff, right? So Sasha Cal, right? Kind of a breakout role in the Flash. Say what you want about the movie, right?
Best movie.
Actually, you know what? We can talk about the movie. We can talk about the movie real quick.
Oh, real quick?
What'd you think of it, Chris? Yeah.
Oh, well, since I'm the only one that's watched it right now,
hey,
I loved it, honestly.
The Flash movie.
All right, spoiler alert.
No, I'm not gonna spoil anything.
Oh yeah, we're gonna.
Are we?
No, just spoil everything.
Well,
wait a little bit. Just give your general thoughts and opinions first.
Honestly, it was damn near like a 9 out of 10. The CGI didn't bug me as much as other people, but there were some times when it was really rough. I mean, it was pretty much just anything in the Speed Force that was pretty bad, but I kind of did understand what Andy was trying to say when he was like, it was a stylistic choice, but there was definitely points in the movie where it was like, nah, that's just rough, dog. That's rough. So I was just like, I loved it though.
Man. I don't know if I believe that.
No, well, I mean, you gotta watch it. When you watch it, you'll probably know what I'm talking about. Like, it's like, it doesn't make sense, but like when you see it, you're like, oh, I get what you're trying to do there. Like, it wasn't really supposed to look real, but I still think I'm not really defending it per se. I understand where he's coming from. But no, I mean, Muschietti delivered a really damn good movie. I mean, It was very emotional. It was very complex, and just also gave a new meaning to what multiverse and time travel could be, which was like very interesting. I did like that. Like, it did find a new way to talk about it, and of course Keaton was insane.
Was good.
But
yeah, everybody loved that. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah. I mean, great movie, honestly. Really great movie. Made me sad that the DCU was actually coming to an end, even though it's been very like hit or miss, like, since the beginning.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I mean,
And time to make a new DC universe.
I mean, even though we talked about this, obviously, like the whole like, well, technically Aquaman's the last one that's gonna be part of the DCU, but like nobody cares about Aquaman right now.
I mean, the Flash is. It's like, yeah, even though Aquaman was supposed to come out before the Flash. I mean, everything was supposed to come out before the Flash.
That's true. Yeah, everybody.
He fucked the fish.
Yeah, I mean, the Flash pretty much. If anything, it feels like it's the final movie, and Aquaman might just be the epilogue, right? So,
yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think Aquaman's gonna be connected. I mean, even in any way to like the other ones. Even though there was like the whole rumor of like they did different endings in Aquaman, some with like Michael Keaton as Batman. There was also reported that George Clooney was in a version of those, but then at the end they changed it to Ben Affleck, I think.
Well, we don't even know now anymore. I mean,
yeah, honestly,
from what I've heard, like people have seen like they've been doing test screenings for like damn near like a year now, and like every version is like so drastically different. Like it's like a completely different movie every single time. Someone's every single time they show a new test screening of it. So it's just I don't even know. I love Juan, my favorite horror director, and I wasn't really super on board with the first Aquaman, so I don't really know how I'm gonna feel about this one going in. But I don't really wish ill will, especially on one of my favorite directors. And I was just like, but I really just hope that it is a good movie, or at least just fine. I mean, like it's just DC needs some wins, and like
they really do. I mean, we've gone under their belt. Like they're gonna have wins.
They're gonna, yeah, but it's like it needs to be a win on all level, because like they put out The Flash, right? Great movie, but so much controversy, people aren't gonna go watch it, right? And you know, I don't blame anyone. I was about to skip it. I couldn't resist the temptation of, you know, Andy's. I've loved all his fucking movies. Mama, the 2 It movies he's made. Like he's just made like incredible movies after incredible movies. I really like his sense of direction, or his style of direction.
Well, I mean,
Keaton,
he's
Affleck.
coming back. It's confirmed, right, that he's gonna be directing the Brave and the Bold movie.
Yeah, so I mean, like, and after seeing what he did with this movie, I'd be really it would feel very different than any other Batman movie we'd get. I can guarantee that. Yeah. So I'm excited about that.
I hope it's way more like whimsical, you know,
and lighthearted. I would like a more lighthearted Batman.
Yeah, a family adventure, I guess, right? Batman and Robin, Batman and his son Damian Wayne. Because I mean, obviously, most interpretations of Batman are the dark, gritty version, which inherently there's nothing wrong with that. But like, you know, but it'd be good to see a more like, you know, comic-y Batman, right? So I'm excited about that. But Sasha Calle, she has supposedly met with DC Studios because she wants to keep playing Supergirl in the future. I hope she stays in the role. From what I've seen, you know, and what people have said about her, seems like she was a good fit. Would you think, since you're the one who saw the film?
As a variation of a Supergirl, she was really good. I mean, I guess as like the God, why am I blanking out her name right now? Kal-El? No, right? What's her name?
The Cartel?
Yeah,
Kara. As like the version from the comics. She's a little too serious, I guess, but like granted it fits like the situation. But just as a Supergirl, yeah, she was awesome, man. Like I was like,
dude, hopefully she comes back.
She was so cool in the movie, man. So like for me, she gets my vote. She gets my vote straight up. I would really like to keep seeing her in the role. It's weird because she has like that very straight man antics. That like obviously like Supergirl in the comics is more bubbly and all that, but no, with just her presence, she was in a weird way. I guess she was still pretty charismatic in a very somber way, if that makes sense.
Well, I mean, hey, it'd be interesting to see her in like a more like charismatic. I mean, not charismatic, but more like bubbly, like, you know.
Yeah, like make it more modern. Like said, she can be more sarcastic than bubbly. Yeah. You know, I mean, I guess sarcasm's kind of like a very overused trope right now with characters. Like they're cool if they're sarcastic, but I feel like you can try to do something different. Like where it's not like cheesy, or not necessarily cheesy, but it's just not redundant, but it's like it is sarcasm, but it's maybe like a sweet sarcasm. It's not like the I'm so done with
Well,
life.
I mean, like,
you guys don't understand. Type of
I
sarcasm.
mean, well, like comics, Supergirl is way more like self-aware because
Mm.
she is, even though she's older, she's in on Earth time, like she's younger than her cousin, right?
Mm.
So she's a little bit more modern in that regard. So it'd be kind of cool to see like that, right? I don't know. She reminds me a lot of like her comic counterpart reminds me a lot of Spider-Man's humor.
Mm.
But yeah, we'll see. Even though she did say for this film, right, a lot of fight scenes were cut because they were too rated R. So
Oh, seriously?
and I think Andy said that there's like a 4-hour cut of the film.
What?
Which
Rated
is probably
R.
yeah, it's rated R. Probably damn
For
it's a probably
Supergirl?
damn good cut. I can't even lie. Yeah, well, yeah, some of her fights are like too crazy.
Man,
as she
I'll pay top money to see some rated R Supergirl stuff.
Yeah, that must be some good CGI.
Good CGI. Yeah.
That'd be all the
Some good
CGI went to the
CGI.
deleted scenes, man.
Uh-huh.
All the CGI went to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, in other news, I don't know if you guys have heard, but Pixar dropped a film.
Oh, the elemental thing?
The elemental one? Yeah, I saw some news about that, how they lost about like $30,000, no, $300,000.
30 million?
No, dude, they lost a lot more than that. The budget, they had a budget of $200 million, and it had an opening weekend of $29.5 million domestically.
Damn.
Yeah, it's not.
Wait, how much was it?
Not gonna do it. They had a budget of 200 mil, and they only had an opening weekend of 30 mil domestically. So just US.
Only 30 mil. Oh shit.
Yeah, no, that's not good.
But just the US, so
weird.
that means the only people just didn't even dare to watch it.
Yeah, not a lot of people went to go check it out, which kind of sucks because I've heard it's actually it's good. It's got a 75% score on Rotten Tomatoes, so I don't think it's a bad film. It just sucks. It wasn't known, which I mean it's kind of hard obviously in like with how many movies are going on, especially now, right? Like summer season is crazy. You had what? Across the Spider-Verse, which is still dominating, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Then you had Transformers. Then you had The Flash, and now you've got Oppenheimer and Barbie coming. Like these are such like big like powerhouses. Like how do you even compete with that, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I should be excited to watch Barbie or not, dog. Like I feel like everyone's just gonna be like,
"Oh, Barbie's gonna be so good."
I feel like it's just gonna be full of men gonna be in there and be like, Barbie, 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 and going crazy in there, and I ain't taking the film seriously. That's what I see. That's gonna be going on.
I feel like Barbie's gonna be amazing, dude. I can't wait to see both of them. Even though they're drastically different.
I feel this movie is gonna be like a meme movie. It's not even gonna be taken seriously.
Dude, I feel like when you're talking about Barbie and Oppenheimer, they're both gonna be like they're only gonna be memes made out of those two.
Yeah. One's talking about a real event, the other one's talking about a toy Barbie thing that everyone used to do with like to the point that we chop their heads off, take off all the fucking Barbie clothes and chuck them in the laundry bin. And
whoa!
You just what's it called? You break their freaking legs and everything, and your cousin starts crying like, "Why'd you break my Barbie doll?" You just put like everything on them, and you just like Barbie's a weird nostalgic toy that you just like you either break them or you just see your cousin just remove all the piece of like clothing you have on there and you just snap their neck or something like that. Like it's funny.
Kevin,
what
were you doing with your Barbies, man?
I never had Barbies. I used to remember when I went to my cousin's house. She always had them like, not even just that they're all fully naked or broken. And I'm like, okay, what the fuck happened to this guy? Oh, what happened to this one? It was even a collection for her. It was just like, here's like, oh, toy, break toy, Legos and
oh my god.
Bro, like, I always see the Barbie doll, like, decapitated. Like, bro, what'd you do?
Christopher Nolan, he's come out and, they've done test screenings for Oppenheimer, and He says that people leave the movie devastated, and how they leave the movie, and they just won't speak, which yeah, I can't wait to see that.
And what if Nolan just predicted every audience member's death, and you just look up in the credits, you find your name, and it goes, "Oh, you're gonna die at this time," and that's why they're walking out.
Oh, the bomb's going off in the theater and everything, right?
Oh yeah. It's like the 4DX.
Oh my gosh, dude! Imagine Oppenheimer in 4D. That's crazy. Like, you know, when is 4D is the one with like the moving chairs?
Yeah, right? And like they vibrate and they
it.
spray water and there's smells and shit.
What would they even what would they even do? Would they just like?
Oh, they just blast up the heater and then some guy comes over like
farts on them.
But yeah, just farts on you and then just runs out of there. And that's the whole experience. It's like, damn, I didn't know he was gonna drop a real nuke for real. I was like, Nolan did it again. Genius. Bravo, Nolan.
It's so simple. They just gotta give Kevin some dairy and then bam.
Oh yeah, and then send him to every theater across America.
Every single theater across America, dude. Man is just running. He's just nonstop dairy, farting.
Kevin's review of Oppenheimer. Shit made me gassy.
I'm mini gassy and everything.
I was about to start World War III in this theater. I thought I had my popcorn and my big slushy.
I'm about to start making mustard gas.
That's why people kept coming out devastated, huh? You were at the screenings, huh, Kevin? With your fucking ice cream.
Yeah, bro. It's just a mix of every bad dairy I hate. Like, what's it called? Like,
pizza.
Like, I hate blue cheese, but I feel like y'all feed me that. Like, we got to make this thing devious.
We gotta, dude. You have to drop a nuke, Kevin. You have to drop.
He's
nuke. Like crying by the end of it.
Like, bro, I'll be.
My asshole hurt. It hurt so much. My asshole.
Bro, like that. Yeah, I'm not gonna explain new. The nuke level takes a little longer than that to explain in my terms. But anyways, continue.
Speaking of nukes, the Kraven the Hunter trailer just dropped, and I gotta say, guys, this did not look good. So bad.
Shit, I forgot to look at that.
Actually, I thought it was pretty good looking.
No, I keep forgetting.
You want me, Kevin? You know what happened in the trailer? What do you know? Okay. Let me ask you first. What do you know about Kraven the Hunter?
I know he just hunts down Spider-Man, and because he's just a special being that has superpower, and he just wants him as his wall decoration.
Okay. You don't know how he got his powers?
I'm guessing he just drank some tiger blood, like fucking Tiger King.
Okay. Christian, what about you? Comics wise, right? What do you know about Kraven?
Well, I mean, the comics, what makes this character cool is that he doesn't have powers. I know, like they did the whole like spectacular Spider-Man thing, and he had the powers and all that, and that was all right, I guess. I mean, but I don't know. He's kind of like the reason I like the Punisher, or like other people like the Punisher and Kraven, characters like them, is because they're just a guy, you know, Batman and all that. Like, they're just human beings that are so determined and capable that like they have full control over their body, and like they just can do the most insane shit because they just have that sheer fucking will to live. And that's so scary, man. It's
bad news for you, because this new Kraven ain't that.
Yeah, he gets bit by a radioactive lion. Well, we don't know if it's radioactive, but it might as well be.
I mean, dude, it might as well have been, dude. He got bit by a lion, and then the blood fell
I love how like
suddenly.
It alludes that maybe the bite didn't get him, but the fact that he pulled his teeth out, and then the blood dripped from his teeth, and then went perfectly back into the open wound, and maybe that's what caused it.
How does that even... Dude, the science... What is the science there?
No. Somebody got, like, actual scientists. You didn't hear about this?
There is no science.
They actually got scientists to work on the movie, like, to study all this.
Oh, yeah.
They did, like, cross-genetic study. No, I'm being serious.
Wait, really?
They pulled in scientists. Yeah, from Harvard. No. And they came in, Harvard? And they studied lions for a good month. And, man, dude, like, they studied them, like extensively. I mean, one of them put their hand up a lion's ass. It was nuts, man. They have
What?
They have like a behind the scenes footage
method.
thing. I've heard that they're gonna drop it in like a month before the movie comes out. So all that science stuff. Trust me, it makes sense. They brought in people from Harvard. I think they brought in one guy from Stanford. So it's pretty good. I mean, I think it's pretty sound in science. All things serious though, that lion actually did look pretty good. I know I was just being sarcastic, but like I'm being serious. The lion CG looks pretty good. I was actually really shocked by that.
Yeah, it looks good for a fucking radioactive lion. What? Like, you know what I'm saying? Bro, so does everything the lion bite just like have lion powers? Oh, the lion bites a zebra. Now you got a zebra lion. Bro, like,
you know what I just find kind of funnier than
Bro.
that is like his dad, Russell Crowe, is just like shoot him, and then he gets bit, and then he literally just looks at him and he's like, leave him. Just like, what kind of setup is that? What does that mean? Like what?
I don't.
Like I guess I understand the abusive, tough love parenting bullshit, but like,
bro,
just leave him.
Yeah, just leave him.
He got bitten by that radioactive tiger.
What does
Bro's
that
coming
mean,
Madagascar
dog?
out here.
Can you guys relate to that?
Also, Russell Crowe sounds more like Kraven than Kraven himself.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, is he just supposed to be? Is he hiding his Russian accent? Also, why the fuck are they speaking English when they're like in Russia, in their native Russia?
Okay, look. Aaron Taylor Johnson, right? He's a good actor in my opinion, but if you look at his filmography, every time he speaks American English, his voice tends to be higher pitched. I don't know why. It just tends to be. So just kind of weird hearing a Kraven with hey guys, I'm Kraven. You know.
Hey man.
Skill issue. It's a skill issue.
I'm gonna fuck him up, man.
It is a skill issue. I'd rather have him have a British voice, which I mean, okay, still doesn't make sense because you know Russian father and whatnot, but like
for the motherland.
hey man, I'm Kraven.
Spider-Man. I have a horrible British accent.
Radioactive lion, American radioactive lion. Wow. Ain't that a story? Also, the suit just sucks.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's boring. But
For the motherland.
Granted, the only good thing is, I mean, it's rated R. That's cool. He bit a guy's nose off. That's pretty cool. But
It's actually it's rated R. Oh shit.
Yeah, but
it's rated
like
R.
it's
He
kind of
also
a
put
shtick.
a bunch of bear traps on people.
Like,
Hey, we got a rated R movie, and not like how like
Maybe
Moon
we'll
Knight
see
did, or what's it called? Morbius, like how they flopped as a
how that was like not rated R, bro. Like I mean,
yeah,
they should have done Carnage, Venom, and Morbius rated R, and it's like Kraven. You could get away with a PG-13, but bro, out of like all the characters they give it rated R, like they passed up on like like 3 characters that needed it. Dumb.
Especially Carnage, man. Especially Carnage. That film. Oh man, that.
Remember
film
when they
needed
kept
to be
saying,
rated
"Oh,
R.
we're pushing the boundaries of PG-13"? I was like, "No, you're not. No, you're not."
Nah, dude. No,
It's just a
not.
big
I wish they pushed
CGI
the boundaries
tentacle
on
fest.
Moon Knight.
Moon Knight was. Yeah,
I feel like Moon
was
Knight should have
not
been
violent.
pushed.
That
its
was like the
boundaries.
least violent thing in the MCU, like for real. You got Kingpin decapitating a guy's head. Moon Knight. I'm actually not gonna hit this guy. I'm gonna actively try and not to punch this guy in the face. So I'm just gonna slap him.
I'm gonna kiss him on the forehead and kiss him.
I'm gonna kiss him on the forehead and tuck him in goodnight, and
Kiss
that's
him.
the
Shut the
action.
fuck up.
Aw. Maybe give him a little fist bump, just for extra safekeeping.
I'm just gonna wash his
little-
little toes just so he doesn't have any warts.
Read a little bedtime story, you know, a little, just a little. Hey, maybe a little scene and cookies on the side.
Ooh, there is another Spider-Man related story, Nico.
What's that?
Well, you're the announcer guy, so you tell it.
What you brought up a point. You know what?
Seems like
Listen,
Sony
how
got
do you do this,
rid of El Muerto.
Oh, oh my dude. Okay, man. Sony be doing some stuff right.
Muerto.
They've announced 2 dates, right? First of all, we'll get to El Muerto soon, right? They've announced 2 slots, November 8th, 2024 and June 27th, 2025. And obviously it's been reported that like Venom is like eyeing like an October 2024 date.
Mm-hmm.
So that one's probably coming out in November.
Oh, we're getting a third
Looks
one.
like Spider-Man 4 is going to come out in 2025. But they've also, like you said, they've taken off El Muerto from its time slot. And we actually have reports today that this is Sony's end, right? Apparently, they've got 2 reasons for why they haven't started filming this. The first is that it's indefinitely been delayed due to the writer strike, and they don't know if they're going to keep filming because of Bad Bunny's hectic tour schedule. Honestly, I think these are just some PR excuses for them just to not do the movie anymore. What do you guys think?
I think so too. I mean, I don't even know why. I don't even know why they thought this was. I don't know. It's not it like he showed up in like 2 issues of a Spider-Man comic ever. This is not really anything to work with, I suppose. And then like the whole
like,
Donald Glover thing, like the DJ thing or something. Like,
yeah, I mean, dude, with the vast array of like Spider-Man characters, they chose like nobody. They chose El Muerto, which it's like, oh man. Yeah, it's. I mean, I don't think the movie was actually ever going to be good. Like,
it was definitely going to be.
Yeah, it was going to be another Morbius. I mean, it just wasn't. It was announced and nobody. I mean, like where was the hype for the movie, right? You know, we're obviously everybody now is like basically forgotten about the film.
I mean, I think this is. I mean, this isn't just Sony. This is like every studio, really. Who is this for? Because superhero.
That's true. Yeah, who's the demographic?
That's like, sure, that's the genre, but it's like that's not necessarily the demographic, because the thing is, us, right, who read the comics, who grew up on all these movies and all these different franchises, who are actual like nerds and are invested into all this shit. We're gonna be there, right? Rain or shine, we're gonna be there for the most part, right? But but that's honestly what 10% of the whole audience, 15%, well, whatever it is. It's the majority of people paying for these movies are the general audience, right? So
yeah,
who is this for? Guardians, right? It's a comedy. Do you like laughing? Awesome, this is for you. Do you like political thrillers? Great, Winter Soldier's for you. Do you like I don't fucking know, just a heist movie? Boom, Ant-Man's for you. Like I think that's what Marvel specifically has always done well. I mean, more so in the past, up until recently, has been they used to be genre movies. I mean, now, yeah, they're not really genre movies anymore, but they used to be genre movies. They used to be, you know, Avengers was an alien invasion film, you know?
Yeah.
Infinity War was another heist-esque movie. So it's just like they're used to, like, I think when you're not giving a genre to, or I guess a subgenre, because, you know, the main genre is, you know, superhero, comic book, whatever. When you're not giving a genre to something, you're not, it's hard to just market it, because how do you even market something like El Muerto? Because, like, even the hardcore fans don't even know who the fuck that is, right?
Yeah, I don't know who El Muerto is. He's new to me.
I think the sad part is, as much as like you're focusing on like, you know, the actual character itself, obviously like actors in Hollywood have pull, right? And I think what they're really going for is just to build a movie around like Bad Bunny. I think he is the pull, you know, because he's got like such a large like, you know, worldwide fan base of people who enjoys music, that they're thinking, oh, right, they enjoy his music, they want to see him in a film, right? Of course. And that's ultimately what's going to lead, what was, if it ever actually happens, to its downfall, right? Because like you said, who knows the character? Who cares about the character? How do you market this character without it just
don't even know that character.
Like a commercial for Bad Bunny, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then it's like, yeah, how do you promote this type of film? Which, I mean, it's, the film itself is never gonna happen. Let's be frank. It's not gonna ever happen. Because it's not gonna do well. Even like, I don't know. I don't know. What do you think, Kevin?
Honestly, I feel like Bad Bunny just accepted them just to shut them up and be like, yeah, move on. The next year we'll be, oh shit, I gotta actually be acting. Oh crap. That's how that's what I see. That's what I see.
But the crazy part is he wasn't even he hasn't even been contacted about the film, and now like they have this report about how it's obviously been indefinitely delayed, and they've said that it's because of his tour schedule. So, well, it's not gonna happen.
Bro, what happens if it's the people who are in control of his stuff? It'd be like, hey, we accepted it, and Buddy's like, wait, I'm supposed to be in this film? Like, wait, no one told me about this. Wait, who the hell told me? No one told me about the El Muerto thing. I just got accepted for that, and now I'm supposed to play. I never accepted this. He's on a whole rant like, yeah, I quit.
Bro, just quit on the spot.
Bro, quits on the spot. This is like, I never dared to accept this role. My PR just decided to take it for me. Thought I was a good role. Yeah, I don't want to do this. I'm out.
Yeah, maybe. Well, I mean, in other film related stuff, right? We've live action animes. Yeah, they don't have the best record. Right?
No, they don't. No, they don't.
Most of them. Nowadays I think people are starting to like Speed Racer a little bit more, but we have gotten a first live action look at One Piece. Now, obviously you guys don't know too much about One Piece, but I do know a lot. And I saw the trailer, and as far as live action animes go, I'm a little bit conflicted because like it doesn't feel different in the sense of like, okay, I mean it's a good trailer or whatever. There are certain things that bug me about the dialogue, I guess, but like, it feels like a live, like every other live action anime. I hope they do it justice, even though Ichiro Oda, the author, he's been working closely with this film, but I think the show was supposed to release earlier, but he had stopped it because he wasn't satisfied with it. But what do you guys make of just live action animes in general?
Honestly,
yeah.
Shit.
Well, obviously for me, I'm just starting to get more into anime. But I mean, I have seen like most of the Dragon Ball movie, and I've seen clips.
Worst of the worst.
Yeah, that is the worst. I've seen clips from the live action Cowboy Bebop, which I mean, I don't know. I feel like there was good casting there, more so with Spike and Jet, but yikes.
That show was atrocious, and it sucks because like it had a good set design. You're right. It did have good casting, but man, was it a bad show.
And it's just unnecessary.
It really is unnecessary. And the worst part is, right, like, so from my understanding, Shinichiro Watanabe, the director of Bebop, he had sold the property to Netflix, right? And then Netflix said they're going to make this live action, adaptation. And he said he was going to be a producer, right? But I guess he didn't work too closely with them because, and he said this in a recent interview, after the show had filmed the pilot, I guess, the first episode, they had sent it to him. And he said, well, this isn't Bebop. And the studio was just like, oh, well, that sucks. We're going to keep doing this. And then they did it. And obviously now the show has been canceled because nobody liked it.
I mean, it would have gone canceled even if people did like it, let's be honest. But no, you're right. It's just, I don't know. I think anime specifically, and this is kind of like what was the problem with like comic book stuff for the long time, is like, how the fuck do you just translate that to screen, right? So it's like you just kind of have to scale things down a whole lot, and sometimes it's just like it's hard, to really do that. And I feel like with anime live action adaptations, that's probably just the problem. It's like, how the fuck do we translate something that's so specific to the medium it's in and then completely take it out of that, I think Cowboy Bebop was actually probably perfect for a live action adaptation.
It is. It could have worked.
It could have worked really well.
But they didn't do a good job.
Yeah.
Cowboy Bebop, Death Note, these more grounded ones, yeah. But the issue is, first, there's many issues. First, they're not putting care into this stuff, right? They're just doing it just to do it. And second of all, it's like you said, like these are so like specific to their medium. It's like, right, a show like One Piece where the main character is a boy made out of rubber. Like how do you translate that? into a setting that's more realistic, that's supposed to feel like at least close to our world, right? You can't. But we'll see. But I mean, they've also, this is an anime, but they have released first looks at the live action Airbender Avatar: The Last Airbender cast.
Oh hell no!
I will say from these first couple photos, the designs are really good. They're all wearing suits which look good, and I don't think it'll be worse than the
M Night one.
That other
No,
the M Night Shyamalan one.
Man, I haven't watched Airbender in years. I mean, it's been on my list of rewatches. I used to be obsessed with the show when I was younger. When it was coming out live. Man, I used to love it. It's definitely I mean, it's a short show too. It's 26 episodes or something like that.
Or 4 seasons. I don't know how long each season is.
Oh wait, no, I think it might be more than 26.
That's 4 stories.
Yeah, there's 4 seasons. Yeah, it's probably more than that.
I think it's 26 episodes, like you said, 26 each one.
Yeah. Oh, each season? Oh, damn. Well, then never mind. I was way off. But yeah, no, I need to rewatch it. It's been a while. But I think the person that's the kid that they chose as Aang, man, that looked spot on. That was trippy.
Bro, he really does fit the role. And the kid's he's a skateboarder.
Hey.
Or something he's a famous skateboarder from I don't know, man. But he does look a lot like Aang.
Bro,
really,
it's
kind of scary. I mean, the whole cast looks really good, in my opinion. They got a good diverse cast. Let's just see if the show does it justice, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, I'm kind of scared it'll flop, as most do. But
I wonder how they do the igloo part.
The what?
The igloo part. How they find Aang inside the big giant igloo.
Oh, they encase him in ice and for 200 years.
I know, but I mean, in real action, how would that look to them? Cause in the show it looks pretty clear, but in real life you actually do see a big giant snowball thing. You won't really be seeing, so you probably see blur. You won't see what is that? I just only see a red thing. I don't see nothing else. I can't even tell it's human flesh because it's the distance from where Aang is and the big giant ball will look pretty different in real life compared
yeah, I mean they'll move him closer to the edge of the ice. Plus he's wearing all orange and yellow, so that'll but that's I mean I really do want it to be good because the cast, like I said, looks great. They got a lot of good players in there, so we'll see. But yeah, I mean we've got a lot of stuff going on. Linda Hamilton, who was in Terminator, she's just joined the cast of Stranger Things season 5. That's something.
They're probably gonna have her make a Terminator joke, and then she's gonna be like, "Come at me if you want to live. I'll be back," and then she'll get shot or something. I don't know.
I wonder who she'll play. I don't know. She's gonna play some military person, right? I mean,
I feel like. I don't know. Nah, I don't think they would.
I've never seen Terminator.
Oh no, I don't. Yeah, you should watch Terminator. Well, just the first 2 movies. Ignore the rest. But I think honestly, I feel like I don't know. I'm just making a prediction. What if she's just someone's aunt or something, and she's just stopping by in town? She's like, "Oh, I haven't seen you guys in so long." She's like that deadbeat relative everyone has, and just stops by, and then it's what the fuck?
It'd be pretty cool.
That'd be funny. I love Stranger Things, but I guess at times I get a little annoyed when and I don't really have that many problems with the shows. I made a whole fucking video about how I think people started hating on the show for no reason, and then season 4 came out. I was like, "Oh, it's good again." But I do think when they bring back 80s actors, they kind of typecast them in the roles they were famous for in the 80s. I think the fun part of something like that is we're bringing back a familiar face that a majority of the audience grew up watching. What if we flipped it on its head? Why typecast them in those type of roles? Why not bring them in and them as this? let's completely switch them up and what they would do, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I get it's more for like the feels, the nostalgia, being like, oh, it's nice to see Winona Ryder, back, and she's still a very sweet, character.
Mm-hmm.
That's what she always played, right? And things like that. But I don't know. They can switch it up a little bit. We'll see.
Yeah. Well, hopefully they I mean, I hope they really pull all the stops at this last season. I mean, this is it, right? This is like the end game.
Yeah. Oh, they will.
And,
I'm sure
you're right. You're right about like the hype thing. It's so weird because the show, right? The first season came out, everybody loved it. Second season came out, everybody loved it, and then they didn't like it. Same thing with season 3, and then season 4 came out, and everybody loves it again. It's a weird dichotomy.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't know if it's just because like the younger crowd like us, we're just dumb as fuck, or like we can't make up our mind on what we like and what we dislike. I don't know. It just it's so weird. It's kind of disturbing. Like make up your
it's
fucking
fan
mind,
base
bro.
wise.
No. Yeah, we gotta get Kevin on Stranger Things. I keep forgetting to show it to him.
Bro,
But
yeah, Kevin, you gotta watch that show, man.
I watched the
great.
first 3 episodes. I got interested into it. I
You're
got
interested in it?
cliffhangered. I got cliffhangered at the part of where the orange hair lady got the orange hair like.
Oh,
the
yeah,
friend,
she
orange
got-
hair
Barbara. Oh
Barbara.
my god, man,
She-
Barbara, dude.
She got like what's it called. But she got devoured already. I'm like, okay, damn, she
Man.
a goner.
I miss Barbara,
holy shit, this show came out when we were freshmen in high school and it's still not done.
bro. Isn't it? It's kind of crazy. We grew up with the kids on the show.
Yeah, it's weird. And we're still older than them.
That's
So we're the bosses. So haha. They might
We're
be
the
richer than us. Well, we're just broke as shit.
but we're older.
But we're older, so you gotta do what
But
we
we have-
say.
They may be richer, but
Now,
we
put us in
got
season
socks on our
5.
microphones.
Yeah.
Do they have socks with microphones on them?
No.
Do they have
No,
microphones with socks? No.
Because they got
No.
real microphones that don't need a sock on it. But
true.
but we're older than them, so we're automatically better.
Are we?
Oh yeah.
And we're also not getting married yet. Like,
Oh yeah.
like really Bobby Brown.
Some of us are actually getting divorced right now.
What?
Hell yeah. What?
Yeah, Kevin, you didn't know you're getting divorced? I'm divorcing you. All right. Nico,
okay.
serve on the papers.
Kevin, I don't know how to break it to you, man. This is we've talked about this.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know how to handle this. I never.
It's okay. Take a moment and roll on to the next one. Let's go.
You may not know how to handle that, but can you handle Secret Invasion?
I
know.
skipped it. Oh my god. How dare I?
You saw it?
No, I skipped it.
You skipped it? Oh my gosh. Kevin, are you gonna skip it?
Skip what?
Secret Invasion.
Oh,
See, he doesn't even know it exists.
I don't even know what
They
the
didn't really
what
market
is
it,
that?
to be honest.
Secret Invasion. It's a storyline. It's a show, a Disney Plus Marvel show about Nick Fury and his silly little adventures.
That. Oh, no, I seen it. I saw an
Scrolls.
image. I saw an image of that saying. I thought it was a joke. I'm like, okay, I think someone made that. Like, Secret Invasion. Wow, I only saw Nick Fury just
Secret
on saying
Invasion
Secret
of
Invasions, but I don't know what it
Disney.
was.
Well, I mean, in the comics, Secret Invasion is like a huge storyline about how heroes and villains, a lot of characters on Earth, right, were have been switched out by Skrulls who can obviously shapeshift to look like
Oh,
whoever they
Skrulls,
wanna
those
be.
guys. Yeah, I forgot those guys. Yeah.
And so it was like a whole story of like paranoia and like who to trust because the person next to you could be a Skrull, and that's the loose premise of the show, which is and when I mean loose, I mean extraordinarily loose because director Ali Salim, I really hope I didn't mispronounce that right, was told by the studio to not read the comic storyline before working on
What
the
the
show.
fuck,
Yeah.
dude?
Don't read the storyline.
Yeah, because he said that.
How
they
stupid
told him-
are you to
well, they-
make a movie?
well,
Well,
they told them no. Well, they told them that the show isn't really gonna follow. I mean, obviously.
Well,
you have
yeah,
the
I know
general
it's
concept
gonna be
of the
nothing
Skrull,
like
right?
it, but still, like, I mean, read it just to. You want to maybe recreate a panel. Maybe you want to recreate a piece of dialogue. Maybe you want to. Maybe there's a subplot in there you might want to actually follow through with. It gives you inspiration. You know, I mean, like, granted, do your own thing, right? As long as but be faithful to the source material. How are you gonna be faithful to the source material if you don't know it?
No, wouldn't have been seeing a bunch of Funko Pops of them.
Man, okay, hold up. I got to rant
that.
real quick. Just real quick. I'm sorry. And
yeah.
This isn't Marvel. This is everything Marvel was against. This was everything Marvel was against. Can we talk for a second on who was the one slipping X-Men comics under Hugh Jackman's trailer door because he wasn't allowed to read them? Feige. Feige was going around handing out X-Men comics behind the studio's backs because the studios and Singer and Avi, no one wanted anyone to actually know the source material. And there was Feige. What the fuck is going on?
Bro, I have no idea. I think there's a lot of people around Feige. I don't think he's directly, he's a busy man nowadays. I mean, he's always been busy, but now especially more. I don't think he's directly going to all these, sets and well, this is what happened with Thor: Love and Thunder, right? He was so busy, he wasn't on set, and we know how that film turned out, right? And I mean, even though a couple months ago Marvel announced that they wanted to push back on like the releases, right? That's why they pushed Kang Dynasty, Secret Wars. They indefinitely stopped like a bunch of shows like the Okoye, the House of Agatha show and stuff like that. They pushed back Ironheart. So, but yeah, I mean, okay, so I mean, here's the quote, right? He said he states, "It had nothing to do with what we were trying to do here. The story was really born out of the electricity between Sam Jackson and Ben Mendelsohn in Captain Marvel." So, yeah, I mean, okay, well, I saw the first episode, right? And I will say it was a really good episode, but obviously this doesn't dictate anything because all of them have had good to great first episodes, right? So then it's obviously, you have episode 1 is good, then episode 2 usually is the better one, and then everything after that just kind of goes downhill, and then you have a really bad conclusion.
Yeah, the Disney Plus shows have been very hit or miss, and I think a big part is that either the show is too short or it's too long. It's like they were having trouble structuring the episodes.
For a show like Secret Invasion, right? I think this could have, in Marvel, right, Marvel wise, easily been and should have been a 20 episode show, right? Really drag out the concept, really a slow burn, because then you really feel the impact of this whole secret like scrolls like taking over people arc. Plus, right, Marvel's got the budget, they can afford it, right? This show, and everybody knows it, this show is way more grounded. It's not as CGI heavy as something like Miss Marvel or Moon Knight. But I want it to succeed, but I don't know. It's hard to tell right now where the show is going. I have an idea of where the show will go, and if it ends up being the case, well then it's just very predictable. I don't know if I should say that idea on here, because then.
Well, I mean, it's just a theory. I mean, you can't. Yeah, it's just a theory.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go into spoilers. Is that all right with you guys? Go into
spoilers
for the show?
I don't give a crap.
Kevin, what about you?
I don't care.
Kevin said.
Well, the episode, like I said, the episode was pretty good. It mostly focused on Nick Fury's character, and while the episode didn't do a lot in terms of, I think right now the long-term plot, it set up the status quo for where these characters are, and where they've been for a while. Like we start off with this Nick Fury post blip who's basically fallen from grace. Obviously in Avengers. And Nick Fury was this like, I'm always ahead of the curve type guy, right? He was always ready. But they established right off the bat that ever since like Thanos, he's kind of lost his groove because right, he put his trust in the superheroes and the superheroes lost. And so what he did is he went up into space, he created Saber. But now, because of the whole Skrull situation, Maria Hill has called him down. And there's also a bit of tension between them two, because she's like, well, you used to trust me before, now I don't know anything, right? Nobody knows where he's been, because obviously Talos has been Fury for a while. So they've established that concept, right? And so he's kind of getting back in the groove of things, and the whole situation with the scrolls. And what's happening is basically they haven't found, this I didn't quite understand, right? Captain Marvel takes place in 1994, right? Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, obviously at the end of the movie they established the whole thing of like the scrolls need a home planet. Now we fast forward to 2023 and they still don't have a home planet. And most of them are living on Earth. Yeah, they don't. That's kind of what the whole show revolves around, is that there's this separate faction of kind of radical Skrulls who are tired of not having a home planet, who are tired of this like living in like this refugee camp and like wearing human faces and whatnot, who have decided, okay, we're going to take over Earth because, right, we don't have a home. This might as well be our home. It's not like humans have done any better. Not a bad shout, but it's just kind of crazy that within the last 30 years basically they still haven't had a home. They haven't found a planet suitable enough for them, of all the planets, right? And so they've established that, and that whole dynamic between Fury. Now I will say, and this is where I really get into like the more theoretical aspects of what can happen, right? The show establishes that Talos' daughter, Gia, who's a child in the first Captain Marvel movie, has joined this radical Skrull faction, and they're trying to stop her. And the reason she's joined this, and it's not really made clear yet, but somehow in the past they were separated, and her mother, aka Talos' wife, has also died. And so they're trying to. There's this plot in the film. I mean, in the first episode about a bomb. And they're trying to stop the bomb. At the end of the episode,
Oppenheimer?
the bomb goes off. What'd you say?
Nothing.
Oppenheimer, my ass. At the end of the episode, the bomb goes off, which I was actually kind of surprised about because I didn't think they would actually do it, but they do it right. My theory is that and I guess this is a rather popular theory, is that the whole Nick Fury has fallen from grace subplot is him faking it. He's just doing this to get places, so people will feel bad for him or like think he's at a low point, and then he'll just attack him from the back. And that Talos is actually the villain of the show, and that Gia is like, wow, she's been presented in the first episode as this villain. She's actually a good character, and that Talos is secretly not been wanting them to find a home. I don't know the details, right? I don't know. These are just ideas. And if that ends up being the case, right, they do that whole, then it'll be a bit predictable, but we'll see where the show takes it. Do you guys, I mean, Kevin, do you plan on watching it at all?
Well, I don't know. Nah, how you're pronouncing it doesn't sound that. Oh shit! The fuck I drew up. It's called. It sounds interesting enough to point maybe want to mix me, take a peek at it, but I don't know. Just like you said earlier, they haven't found a home within 30 years or something like that. That like they probably should have found one at least within 10 years at least.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I don't know. I'd say to wait until it's over. See if it's. I'll tell you if it's good or not.
Yeah, I don't really want to watch it if it's just gonna be should be playing dumb or stupid, and now I lost a piece. Great. Anyways,
one thing that people were especially mad about with this first episode is that the intro was made using art.
What?
Yeah,
using
AIR.
what?
Oh,
AIR. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I said art. Just art. Yeah, it was made using AIR.
yeah. People don't like AI.
AI art.
I've got a super hot take. I don't think it looks bad. I kind of like the intro just because it looks cool. Had they said it was, if they didn't say it was AIR, I would have just been like, oh, it's whatever. It's just an intro. It looks cool. Obviously, I don't think it's the most appropriate time to do this, especially with the writer strike.
Yeah.
And how they feel about AI.
I think artists as a whole too. I mean, like, just how scary it is to think like, oh, maybe yeah, we could just write a whole script, or maybe we could just make a whole movie that's animated through AR. Maybe we could Just get some actors or like create celebrities. Like we can make our own celebrity, the perfect actor, the perfect actress. You know, I think for anyone on any art medium, and just in general, honestly, in a worldly factor beyond art, but I mean, since we're talking about entertainment, all that, in an entertainment art standpoint, yeah, that shit's scary. I mean, like, you know, I mean, especially like real quick with the writing thing. I mean, you lose the soul. A computer doesn't understand the struggles of financial stability. A computer doesn't understand the physical hardships of someone struggling with depression or anxiety. A computer doesn't understand the intricate, complex, silent emotions that like a look can show. Like it doesn't understand any of that type of stuff.
Well, you said it perfectly. It lacks soul, and everybody knows this, right? You can obviously input data into an AI and make a script, but it won't be as human. It won't be human, right? It won't be a man-made thing. And I think we're gonna see the repercussions of that. Obviously, with the whole writer's strike, a lot of shit is getting delayed. A lot of shit's getting pushed back. A lot of stuff is getting canceled. Like Gotham Knights, thank God. That show was never gonna be good. But watch, I feel like one of these years, right, we're going to get a byproduct of the writer's strike. We're going to get a show or movie that was made using only AI, and it will not be good. It's not going to be close to...
Shit, we might be hearing about it next week, to be honest. I mean, we might just be that close, man. I mean, like, this writer's strike's going on longer than they anticipated it, and I think it goes on one more month. We might just start hearing some shit. I don't know. Dude. I mean, it's definitely going to happen in the next, like, 2 years. Guaranteed.
Oh, for sure. Definitely. It's gonna go on for a while. Right. There's no signs of it slowing down, especially with the whole Actors Guild contract coming up soon. So they might join, right? So that'll be even bigger. The fucked up part from what I've heard rumored is that studios are basically they're using AI to write scripts, and then once writers get rehired, the whole strike ends, they're gonna have them fix those scripts, which is so unethical.
God damn.
I don't like that. That's what I've heard. Also, the writer's strike is causing janitors to go out of business. You have a bunch of these studios. They have these offices. Yeah. You know, janitors clean offices. Custodians clean offices.
Yeah.
Now they're not cleaning anything because nobody's at their desks. And they're firing custodians.
Damn.
What's up?
Damn.
Bro. What?
Bro. Man, just pay the writers more, dog. Just pay them more. They deserve more credit than that. Come on, dog.
Oh, no.
Like, stop being little baby. Just give them more money. There you go. Everyone will be happy. Jesus. Inflation.
Just pay. Just pay, man. Okay. One more. I just want to go over this quick Marvel thing.
Mm-hmm.
This was announced this morning, so I don't think it's too well known at the moment. But Marvel's launching a What If book. Next year. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Exactly. What? You didn't know, right?
What does that even mean?
You know, like the What If.
No, like
the
What If. Like,
but
comics,
what is that supposed to mean?
Like,
for
what does that
book?
mean? Like a book.
As in, they're gonna have a series of What If books that include different stories. So some of the ones that are being reported are What If Loki was worthy?
Boring.
A Loki and Valkyrie story.
Boring.
What if Wanda and Peter were siblings? A Scarlet Witch and Spider-Man story. Wow.
Boring.
What?
I can't.
Dumb, actually.
This okay.
Wait, are these like supposed to be like kids books?
I don't know. I can't. I don't.
Why not just make comics?
This was just reported.
They're a company, right? You know.
Wait, isn't that what just comics are? Yeah.
Anyways, continue.
What?
What are the rest?
This is so. and there's only one more that I'm seeing is a what if Mark Spector was a host to Venom? It was a Moon Knight and Venom story.
Actually, that's not bad. That's actually that would be interesting.
That
actually,
that
would be pretty cool. Actually,
that's probably the best one.
Yeah.
But it is still.
What does Wanda and Peter got to be doing? You know, okay.
I know, man. I don't know.
They have never interacted with each other at all. Besides, you know, besides the war, besides
what
the
if
war
these
part,
are kids' books though? And like, what if these are kids' books, but they're like very wholesome, and then you get to the last one, and it's just pure like I'm suicidal. It's just like I'm fucking crazy. My mom beat me. It's like what the fuck.
Dude, they go full balls.
Yeah, they just start decapitating people. They start beating sex offenders.
Aw, Wanda and Peter. Venom Moonlight.
Oh man, that would actually be insane.
Yeah. A lot of movie stuff is coming up, man. I don't know. We're living in such a weird time.
Yeah.
We really are.
Like anything could happen. Really? Like literally anything.
Dude. Oh my gosh. Dude, they're making a movie called Dumb Money. You'll never believe it is about the GameStop market.
Oh my god, that sounds interesting.
Dude, this is crazy, and it stars Sebastian Stan, Paul Dano, Anthony Ramos, Seth Rogen, Pete Davidson. What? How?
What? You said You said who? Repeat that cast for me. Repeat that cast for me.
I got you. Okay. Sebastian Stan, as we know him, is Bucky and other stuff. We got Paul Dano, famous actor. He recently played the Riddler. Anthony Ramos just starred in Transformers. Seth Rogen, come on, man, it's Seth Rogen. Everybody knows Seth Rogen. Pete Davidson, everybody knows Pete Davidson. Like, what? How? What? Dude, a movie exists for everything. They're making a movie about the chaos from GameStop stock like skyrocketing from like a Reddit post or something like that. Like, how the fuck? How does this happen?
They made a Tetris movie.
It's 2023. Don't be surprised.
Would you say, Christian, they make a what movie?
They made a Tetris movie like last month.
Oh, you're right. They made a Tetris. They made a Cheeto movie.
They made a Cheeto movie? Oh, I heard about that. Oh my fucking god! It's about how they made the hot Cheeto, right? How is that? Yeah, what is? I can already tell you the movie right now. Ready? Someone that's a Cheetos fan is broke. They're struggling because they're probably spending all their money on Cheetos, and then they're all like, "Why isn't this shit spicy?" They have.
I know.
Their friend comes over. They throw some hot sauce on it, some chili, whatever, and they're like, "Damn!"
This is it.
And then they make a pitch, and then they're rich, and they're like, and then the movie's gonna take an unexpected turn where it's about the struggle of having too much money, and then the Cheeto monopoly, and how you gotta fight for what's right or something. I don't fucking know. It'll be all of that. And then it's gonna end with someone getting shot, and then it's like it's a murder mystery now. And then you know, like how they got the Pink Panther, like, you know, in the live action versions with Steve Martin, they'd have like the beginning would have like the little Pink Panther. It's gonna be Chester Cheetah, and he's gonna team up with the main character to find out who murdered their mother, and then it's gonna be insane. God. 98% on Rotten Tomatoes, 150 million domestic opening, 250 million international, worldwide total opening weekend, and then it's probably going to hit the 980 million mark, and then everyone's going to be like, come on guys, we can get it to 1 billion, and then everyone rewatches it because there's a re-release, and it gets 1 billion. Boom. Insane.
Yeah, there's just one flaw in your whole plan, right?
Yeah.
Straight to streaming.
Oh wow.
So yeah, I don't see 1 billion in their future though. And instead of saying it's Morbin time, they're gonna have to say it's flaming hot time.
It's flaming hot time.
Shut up,
guys.
It bangs.
It really is.
What do you think the tagline to the movie is gonna be?
It's flaming hot time.
Shut up.
This shit hot.
Shut up.
Wait, guys.
The next week we have to only be eating Cheetos. Watch, we're gonna get sponsored by Flaming Hot Cheetos.
Yeah, guys, sponsor us. I don't even like hot
The
Cheetos.
whole time we have to be chewing. Right.
But I'll eat it for
God.
a sponsorship.
Right. Let's go.
I'll be straight up. I don't
Guys,
like these, but you guys might like these, so buy them. Hashtag
everybody who gets sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Oh, I don't play this game, but you guys will love this.
But
game.
you guys would love it.
Raid Shadow Legends.
Hey, Rage. We need some sponsorships.
We are not sponsored by them.
But we could be. Hit us up.
But guess what? We're sponsored by ourselves.
So we can make a Raid Shadow Legend movie. Come on. It's about a bunch of guys.
No.
They make a podcast.
No.
They're horrible at it. And then they get sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends, and it's called Raid Shadow Legends: The Born. Raid Shadow Legends, the birth of a legend, or a bunch of I don't know that. Let marketing come up with it. I'm not marketing, but they'll come up with a good idea, and then boom, it's about us. And then one of us gets shot.
And at the end, we have to go, guys. It's Raid Shadow Legends.
And then Kevin Feige comes out of nowhere, and he's in animated form, and he helps us solve the murder.
Oh my god!
And then he slips us X-Men comics in the back of our trailer.
Oh.
And then roll credits. The murder was never solved.
Damn.
Uh-oh.
It leaves off on a cliffhanger because it's a part 2, and then they have to come back for the sequel next year.
Well, Christian, I have bad news about that.
Yeah.
It looks like your concept was so good that the police are outside looking for us.
Fuck. Do we have to change locations again?
God damn it, Christian.
We gotta
I'm
find
sorry,
the-
guys. I went too hot.
We went too hard.
Damn it.
Guys, we gotta get it.
I don't want to change locations.
We gotta find a new hideout, guys. I don't know how to break.
All right, Kevin. Right to your left, I have my flaming hot Cheetos. Can you just grab those for the road? And my Glock is right next to you, so load that up. And then
Bro,
Nico,
why
you
is your-
have the
why is
minigun.
your Glock made
I
out of
think
Cheetos?
since you had it last time, give it to Kevin. There is
Why
a
is your Glock made
helicopter,
out
so
of
shoot that
Cheetos?
down first. Why are you guys already
Don't-
leaving before me? Please don't leave.
Sorry, Christian. Oh,
Guys.
Oh,
gross.
shit, they're coming. Guys,
Guys,
my name is Neco. I am Prince Productions.
Did you get my hot Cheeto?
My name is Dr. Big, aka
I'm gonna throw them at
Kevin
the
Lopez,
police, I'll
something
be
like that. My bad, I can't think on it. I'm being grossed out by his hot Cheeto. It's gross.
Christian, what's your name?
I'm Fitzgerald with the usual reject, and this has been fun. Deuces.
We'll see you guys next week. See ya.
That is so gross. Why the fuck do you have a hot
Alright.
Cheeto gun?
Okay, the police are actually outside, guys. We have to get out. Alright, bye.